Alright, what's going on, guys? We are back with Eden Zero, chapter 43. Smells like money. Um, Very excited to get into this one because I want to get to know Drakken Joe and his cohorts a little bit more. Um, so if that's what this chapter is going to be about, like I think it is, should be a good one. Who are you supposed to be? Come on, it's me. You know me. He's in our company's tech division. I think the name was Tick Spider. Doesn't ring a bell. You remember, don't you? I fixed your computer and you said from now on you and I are brothers. I said that? Beats me. Well, whatever, give me a minute. I have to take care of this first. What is he doing? Shut up and watch, Tick. Mr. Murray Morrison borrowed 2 million glee. Today is final payment day for a total of 5 million glee, including interest. He says, I swear I'll pay you back. You're damn right you will. You always return what you borrow. That's just common sense. Whoa there, better not move too much. That may look like an ordinary glass bottle, but it ain't. It's made from Jamor ore, the heaviest metal on Gilst. Weird, right? A minute ago it was just glass. Damn, dude, and the ground also like shattered too. Our dark alchemist is incredible. You're punishing one of those deadbeat burrower maggots. We call them debtors. So, for work, you draw pictures or something? He says, yes, sir. Okay, then you can still do that even if your mouth gets busted up a little. Right? Damn, that's the coolest. That reminds me of the Acnologia shot of him kicking Eileen, right? That's what it was. But yeah, reminds me of that. Damn, dude. His teeth are like all busted. All the blood that's pouring from his mouth. Uh, God, I'm literally at the point where I just like Moscow. Like I don't want to read any more of this character's dialogue, like at all, man. Like I really don't. Um, Die, worthless maggot. Why should he have to die? Huh? I can't kill him. If he dies, I won't get my money back. See, money is the most valuable thing in the cosmos. You ended up in this mess because you didn't return my money. You got that, kid? Don't worry. If you need work, I can hook you up. You can be a test subject for some bizarro new drugs, or you can mine coal on a decaying planet. I even got an opening to be a pet for a giant old pig lady. Mr. CEO, your last statement was discriminatory against the people of Pygmoria. For a fine woman of the porcine race with an ugly, oversized physique. That is enough, sir. Take him away. Very well, sir. Seth, how much did we lose in the disaster on Gilst? Incalculable. Almost all of our customers disappeared. Seth Anderson. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that Mashima, like, I feel like he's just never like been like that good at um it's weird, man. I guess you can't be 100% like not every character's name is gonna be a hitter, right? Like I think Homer's name is really really cool. I think that's a really great name. Similarly, I really like Weiss's name. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's all subjective, right? But like Seth Anderson is just like I don't know. It's just like, and no doubt, there's definitely someone out there with that exact name. But I don't know. It's just like so boring. Like for a villain, right? Like if you're walking down the street, or if you're watching an anime, or just like reading a book or playing a game, if there's a villain in that that's called Seth Anderson, like, are you gonna be scared of that person? Like, I don't know, man. Um. Anyway, Diego Reyes. That won't help your reputation for always collecting your debts. Guess there's no other choice. We'll just find a new planet. Maria Slime. Okay. That's exactly my point, man. Like I'm not Maria Slime does not like summon like any fear or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. Anyway, and are you here to tell me something that'll make me money? Also, her outfit looks like Di Maria's the second outfit that Di Maria wore in the Spriggan Alvarez war arc or whatever. Like she was wearing like a tight suit or whatever. Eden Zero. I feel like I've heard that name before. I believe it was the Demon King's warship, and he once ruled over that sector or some such. Demon King. What kind of fantasy story gimmick? And these guys gave you a beating, and now you come crying to me? No, really, those guys seriously pissed me off. They're just a bunch of grunts. A bunch of grunts who beat you. Am I right? You dropped my name, let them wipe the floor with you, and came running here. Is that what you're saying? My reputation is what keeps me in business. You know what that means, don't you? Okay, Diego is a lot bigger than I thought. Whoa. Seth. Huh? What happened? Oh, what did he do? What did Seth do? Still as fast as ever. Fast? Fast at what? Fast on the draw. So fast that you don't even realize. What did he shoot? Oh, that you've been shot. Oh, damn. That's pretty cool. Also, thank you. I've been waiting for someone to do that. um, this one doesn't smell like money anymore. But there's one thing I forgot to ask him. Eden Zero. Now that smells like money. He's promising so far. I'll admit that. He's promising so far. We've assembled three of the Demon King's four shining stars. To make our way towards Mother, we must find the last one, Valkyrie. I don't suppose I could stand in. No, you can't, Pigface. I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time. From now on, I'll do my best to. Don't worry about it. Um, Master, where in the cosmos could you be? You have no info to go on? None. But weren't you at Blue Garden because you had some kind of a lead? I had heard from my teacher that she had a companion on Blue Garden named Sister. I see you were looking for a sister. That's why you were at the guild. The guild? Why go to the guild? Because a lot of info makes its way to the guilds. You mean the net hasn't advanced at all in 50 years? There's a lot of information that isn't on the net. I can't deny the info part, but I actually worked for that guild. What? I got a lot of jobs from the guild Master Noah. It reminds me. I meant to say this earlier, but Master Noah is more than a little suspicious. Well, you know how they kidnapped all those beekeeper girls? Noah's not a girl. It doesn't make sense that they'd go after him. I thought it was just because he was with me. No, there was still no reason to take him. Remember that glasses girl said the guildmaster escaped? That means they had him before. Interesting. And the job that landed me in that trap on Giltst, I got that from Noah too. There's a strong possibility he's got ties in the Giltst underworld. The guildmaster is a bad guy? Oh no. Forget about the guy. You're not going to be dealing with him anymore. No, if he's the one who tricked Rebecca and sister, I'll make him pay. And why still has something? He's still eating something. um, shouldn't we focus on finding Valkyrie? Exactly what I was thinking, but I could never have said. Do you have any leads? None, but I can think of someone who might. Who? The Sakura Cosmos' most legendary fortune teller. The fortune teller may be able to tell us where Valkyrie is through divination. Legendary fortune teller? That sounds exciting. What? Divination? But isn't that kind of unreliable? That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Like, that's a really. I don't know. That's a gamble, right? But also like it would be like really convenient if she was able to exactly pinpoint where this character is at. Um, it ain't no fortune. That scumbag just knows everything, past, present, and future. I detect a dirty word. Where might we find this individual? On Mildian, the planet of time. They say that time is always stopped there. Interesting. And it's we kind of like just kind of dealt with something like this. Blue Garden, Shooting Starlight Guild. Well, it's rare that I get a transmission from you. Master Noah. Ever heard of a ship called Eden Zero? That information doesn't come cheap. Shooting Starlight Guild Master Noah Glenfield. Interesting. All right, so yeah, it's very interesting that like as we were talking about Noah and the Shooting Starlight Guild, right? That immediately, right, Drakken Joe is in contact with him. Um, yeah, man, I thought this was a really solid chapter in terms of just like really getting like a true introduction into Drakken Joe and his little team, right? Um, Obviously Mashima still has to do a lot of work in terms of like characterization in terms of like specifically like digging deep into each one of these characters and like getting to learn okay like exactly like who are these people, who is Diego, who is Maria, right? um Things of that nature, right? Like almost something like I don't know, like maybe like the element 4 from Fairy Tale and the Phantom Lord arc, right? If I remember correctly, right, there was like each one of them got like a flashback or something along those lines. I could be remembering that incorrectly, but like something like the Juvia treatment of like a villain getting like a sentimental like backstory or something along those lines, right? I hope we get something like that for these characters. But regardless, I thought this was a pretty strong introduction into this group. Um, Despite me making fun of Seth Anderson's name, he was pretty cool. He's always gonna be. I'm always gonna have some love for him, purely based off of the fact that he killed Jamlov. Super cool, loved it. Um, Dragon Joe also seems really cool. I'm just really in love with his design. If I'm gonna be honest, his design is really cool. Um, I'm gonna need a little bit more from him, like the solely sort of I'm all about money and things like that. I read a lot of like books, like essentially like the majority of my bookshelf is made up of books about thieves and the criminal underworld and things of that nature because that's like what I write about. So like if that is strictly like the extent of his character is that like he just likes money, like I need something more, from him, that cannot be the sole defining trait of his character. It cannot be as simple as that, right? So I definitely need a little bit more from him. But other than that, I thought this was a really strong introduction to his character. And I'm excited to see what this group is going to be able to do with against Eden Zero. Are they going to be able to bring it against this crew? Um, I don't know. The thing that's like, and almost like Fairy Tale had this problem as well, but I don't even know if it's a concern, but like with Eden Zero, the crew of the Eden Zero being so large, right? There's so many people within this actual crew. Like I kind of worry about like future fights. Like are villains just always going to be outnumbered against the Eden Zero, right? Um, right, because it's not every day that you get I don't know, like a CP9 versus the Straw Hats, right? Where like you have the same number of villains and heroes on opposing sides, right? Or something similar like that. So like I kind of do worry about like, man, we have so many people within Eden Zero, and this is what, like a four-man group of villains. Um so I do kind of worry about that. Like are we gonna see a thing where it gets to a point where two people are fighting one of these villains, right? I could see that happening, which I wouldn't like. But yeah, it's just something I'm gonna keep my eye on in the future. I'm really interested to see like how is Mashima gonna handle that, right? But yeah, should be interesting nonetheless. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this reaction. Again, strong introduction to these villains, for sure. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Like, comment, subscribe for more Eden Zero, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.